I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this is another Higher Things video short. Don't believe enough? Well, don't worry. Jesus believes for you. That's the subject of today's Higher Things video short. If you look inside yourself and you wonder, do you have enough faith? Do you have enough strength? Do you have enough Jesus to get by? Take comfort that Christ is the fulfillment of the law for you, which means he's also the fulfillment of the first commandment for you. You see, we think of the commandments, we think of commandments 2 to 10, that Jesus fulfilled those, and then we say to ourselves, well, you really got to believe. And then we start to wonder, well, do we believe enough? Do we have enough of this faith stuff to save ourselves from the bad things we do and don't do? And if we had enough faith, couldn't we move mountains, or couldn't we live better? Well, the comfort to those who, don't move mountains with their faith, who don't get rid of Sinai with their faith, the comfort is that, Jesus kept the first commandment for us too. He believed for us. God, he feared, loved, and trusted in God above all things, and he counted that fearing and loving and trusting in God as if we feared and loved and trusted in God above all things. Jesus believed the gospel, and he counts that belief for us too. Well, don't I have to believe? Believe what? Believe that you can save yourself by your believing? Don't believe that. That's fideism, and you won't save yourself by that kind of faith. But why don't we believe that this Jesus, born of the Virgin Mary, kept the law for us, all of it, first commandment, all the way to 10th commandment, and that keeping of the law saves us from our keeping of the law. And then he suffered for our unbelief and idolatry and first commandment doubt and died. And his death covers our sin. Faith, which is born of the word, receives Jesus' keeping of the law in the word and the sacraments. And we're saved. Faith flows from the gifts. See, the gifts aren't dead. The gifts, they enliven and they enliven, they create faith where and when the Spirit pleases in those who hear the gospel. Faith, which grasps hold of the promise and saves. So you don't have to worry about, do you have enough faith? The question is, do you have a Savior? Do you have one who died and rose again for you? Do you have one who kept even the first commandment for you? And the answer is yes, you do. So the answer is yes, you have enough faith. Or, not enough, but you have Jesus. You have Jesus' faith, and that's all the faith that you need. I'm Pastor George Borghardt, and this has been another Higher Things video short.